Whirlpool Master. First match in this tournament for both players. Georgiadis has also played World Championships, Whirlpool Masters. He's sort of used to this setting.
And whenever you hear them break off, you break off straight after.
And how often do you get to be up against a man of this caliber? We're waiting for the first break off on table 1. And then it's up to Josh Filler. The biggest thing that I can mention is that he has switched to carbon. He has played with carbon in the past, then went back to wood, and now back to carbon. Made the 1 in the side now. Looking for a shot on the 2, can hold the cue ball behind the 9 and 4. Going towards the 7 allowed him to let the stroke out a little bit. 25 years old. He's getting there, Filler. His opponent, Georgiadis, 29. That's a good shot. He looked confident in his warm-up routine, Georgiadis. Doesn't tell the whole story, but he seemed loose. So the 3 ball is not on, it doesn't go. There's no obvious safety that he could play. Played a sensitive shot there, very speed sensitive. But Josh doesn't have a shot, not to the pocket low right at least. So what is he left? 3-9. He could look at the 3-9 combination if he has a route for the cue ball. Or even possibly a gap in between the 4 and 9. Now if the 4 would be blocking by a little bit, there's a shot he could consider to play, like elevate slightly, play with speed and make the 3 ball hop. Just needs to come off the bed of the table by a millimeter, but not needed here. Punch it over, go to the long rail. Now the 9 all of a sudden is a huge ball when he's cutting the 6. Yeah, practice and competition, there's a difference. Didn't come through the ball enough Left himself too much of an angle on the 6, and now Filler back at the table. Still cuts. Slide angle, draw or topspin. Easy. He hit that so easy. Nice, crisp stroke. First rack on the board for Filler.
Filler wins the rack.
Georgiades didn't get a good control over his cue ball. Can't expect to miss too many opportunities and get away with it when you're up against Filler. So I'm about to be joined by Double J, joining me for some table 2 commentary. No doubt he's looking forward to check this match out, check Filler's form out. Filler clearly one of the tournament favorites. You good to go, Jay?
I'm good. Interested to see a lot of
The
matches.
second rack, Joshua Filler to break, leading 1 rack to 0.
Yeah, one inside again, second time. And shape. Interesting positional shot though, from the 2 to the 3.
Yeah, this is where Josh can lean on his firepower and keep it simple just to get a look at that combination on the 3-7. Can he kind of draw it into the 9 here? Does he have to force the ball here?
Then it would be very long.
I still like his chances of making it.
Yeah, this'll do. Just warped it with draw.
Yeah, and sometimes you do that just to try and make sure you're getting away from balls, right? A little extra speed. He's got to worry about actually making them both maybe here, coming across with the cue ball. Yeah, sweet.
Oh, nice. And that bump on the 5, I don't think there was fortune or coincidence.
No, that was making sure the 5 wasn't a problem, right? So go into it. Interesting that at the Derby just a few days ago, actually about 10, 12 days ago, I first saw Josh back with the black shaft. Haven't seen that in some time. Since his world title, I think in 2018, was it? Or 19?
He won it with the black shaft.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
okay,
quit.
yeah.
And then quit the black shaft thereafter. And won the US Open right afterwards.
Yeah,
back with the wood shaft.
yesterday I approached him and I asked him, I said, listen, do you want to share anything about the reason why? He said, no. Okay. You know, he's the best one to judge. Sometimes a player can feel like he
Joshua
needs
Filler
new
wins the
incentive.
rack.
Or maybe, but we're just guessing. I have played with the Z shaft that he used to play with. You know, for many years I liked it, and then all of a sudden, it started to feel a little, yeah, just too weak.
Yeah, wood does that, right? I mean, some type of laminate, even I think in time. I always felt that, anyways, that the shaft got a little weaker after years and years and years of play. With the wood, I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, I went to a thicker shaft from there. That was solved, but I don't know. He's so talented, you know. I don't see any problems for him to adapt.
I really think, for the most part,
Third
you know, I
rack,
don't know
Joshua
a ton
Filler
about
to
the.
break,
Oh, a big
leading
miss!
2
I'm
racks
watching
to
the
0.
Shane match over there, and Masato had a chance to take a 2-0 lead on a routine 8-ball and missed it. So we'll see how that unfolds. But I always thought that, you know, for some things I heard about the Black Shaft and Predator, that maybe it didn't bother Josh. He's not one that plays a lot of soft spin, right? It stays very near the center of the cue ball, right?
Well, I think for all cues, you know, there are pros and cons.
Oh, I agree. I agree. How straight is that?
Yeah, that's a good shot. Never a doubt. I'll come back to rails, except the angle on the 4. The 5 is sitting ready, top right. Yeah, except the angle on the 4. Straight in.
Yeah, that's almost whenever you're accepting the angle, you get even better, right?
Yeah.
Knowing the 5's over the pocket. Now Josh is another player that spent a long 2 weeks in America at the Derby City Classic.
Yeah, so the guys, the players that were there, they've played a million matches, been up long days, and then the traveling back to Poland, they'll all be feeling it.
Yeah, that's why today's game is so much different. You have to stay fit, right? You have to be feeling good every day. Now this is a first round match. We have some second round matches going on, so we'll have some guys qualify for the final 64 in this round now.
Yeah, keeping James Georgiadis in the chair. Breaking good, making good shots after that. Remember in the rack before this, he played that trick shot position for the 3-7 combination. And here he rolled that long 2-ball in.
How tight was that 2-ball?
Yeah, it was good.
You think it was a pocket, to be honest with you.
I was looking at it and think, okay, if you hit it at this speed, you can hit the rail, then the ball, and it'll drop. He just made it straight in.
Yeah, if you don't have time to watch a match, Filler, he's like your best guy to watch because you'll probably get the match in anyways if things are going his way.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's breaking good. It's looking good. One of the, how many players on the short list? 6, 7?
To win, you mean?
To win, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that short list is getting a little larger, but not
Joshua
much.
Filler to break, leading 3 racks to
If you
0.
really think it through, we always miss guys, but like, you know, the guys that don't say much, right? Like a J.L. Chang. He could easily win this event. He's on that short list, and you may even forget about him, right? Junlin Chang?
Yeah, well, he's not a winner like he's a Stone Cold champion, but you know he doesn't pick up the big titles like Josh or Albin or Shane.
Yeah, well, not all of them can, right? But I think he was kind of coming into his own right before pandemic.
Yeah.
And then changed to Chinese 8-ball. I saw him last year in Vegas, and he changed his stroke, and I said he's been playing something different. And his interpreter told me he's been playing Chinese 8-ball, so he did change his stroke. But I think he's going back to a little sweeter swing now.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. He's thinking 3-0 up. I want to keep James in the chair. Let me try and cut this 2-ball in. Sweet.
And he's going to get a kiss on the 6, so we're going to get to see another long one. Always a treat with Filler.
Can play it with top and still avoid the 9. Can also punch, draw. Let me see.
Yeah, I think the draw.
Yeah, he'll punch it over. One tip below center should do. All right. Yeah, he's playing so good and winning those racks so quickly that you forget that he can miss a ball here and there.
And of course, not being able to see everyone through the years, but from what I've seen, I think Josh is the greatest stunner of the ball the game has ever seen. Like plays
yeah.
it so often, I
Yeah,
mean, and
yes,
so well,
yeah,
you
yes.
know. Like he'll shoot a shot where most of us would go top inside trying to catch the third rail, getting closer, where he'll just kind of stun to the head string and
Oh,
take
yeah,
the shot.
yeah.
I mean, it's just
Yeah, you spoke when we did the first match today about players having a preference speed of preference, like hitting balls with the same stroke, same speed. With Josh, it's very much like medium hard.
yeah.
You'll hear the pockets when he's playing.
Yeah, there's two ways to move the cue ball, right? Every shot, a combination of swing and tip position, or spin rather. Where Josh uses a little more swing than he does tip position for the most part. James, a nice kid from down under. Got a lot of talent as well.
So he's on the board.
James Georgiadis wins the
Looked like
rack.
going really fast, one-way traffic. Josh took on that challenging 2-ball, but missed a 3 after. So he's there. Yeah, I think James Georgiadis has a background in snooker. Or what could be that, you know, most players down under look at snooker players.
Absolutely. Yeah, just about, I think the only one that I recall not in the snooker kind of queuing or whatever you want to call it, maybe Louis Kondo Jr. from a long time ago, more of a pool player kind of swing, you might say. But Quentin Hahn was a snooker player, of course. Trying to think of some others, just right offhand. Of course, Matt Edwards here.
Yeah, he's a real pool player.
Yeah, he is. Now, who's the guy or guys
Rack 5,
you
James
would add, or
Georgiadis
players
break,
rather,
trailing 3 racks
to
to
that
1.
short list he uses? There's got to be some that are right on the brink.
On the short list, well, FSR, Albin, Filler.
No, the ones that
Oh,
aren't on there yet, but like on the brink of the short list.
Yeah.
Like it's coming one day for them.
Yeah, but short list would be tier 1.
Right.
So tier 2 are mostly guys that have been around for a while.
Okay,
you
maybe
know.
some younger ones, maybe some Polish guys.
Yeah, it would be
Fortuński, I think, is a guy that has all the skills.
James Georgiadis wins
on the
rack.
table. Oh, that's a quick win. We just talked over that. Fortuński, yes, but does he have the mental, you know?
Yeah, it's taken him a while. He's gotten better at it, and I
Yeah.
bring his name up because he's on a match right now, and I always like what, you know, physically what I see.
Of course, yes, he's very smooth.
Yeah,
But
very athletic. at
yeah,
the
so
table.
we're okay. We're friends. I sometimes work with him. But I'm gonna critique his game in that he can play good 95% of the match, and then in the end, play the one loose safety or lose his head. You know, he's sometimes very hard on himself.
Yeah, that played
So game-wise, 100%.
Yeah,
You know, he hits the ball very nice. I think personally,
Rack 6,
Zielinski
James
has
Georgiadis
progressed the
break.
most.
yeah.
Trailing 3 racks to 2.
Zelensky's pretty incredible.
You know, over the past 2 years, he's added safety play to his game, and it has paid dividend.
Oliver's pretty sharp as well. You wouldn't say most natural-looking player, but
Zolnocki.
yeah. Pretty genius for a young kid, though. I watched him play, and I actually learned some rollouts and some situations that I'd never seen before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which I watch a lot of pool. So he's going for the killer safety behind the ball he's queuing over, maybe, off the third rail. The 3 ball.
There it is. Ah, no slide.
Yeah, I saw the tables playing a hair more grabby than I
Yes,
expected.
yeah.
Maybe the weather, right?
I was about to say that. So a little less slide than we expected there, and throughout the day on kick shots.
Yeah, if he wasn't pinned to the rail, the kiss shot on the 6, even though it's not easy, it would be very playable.
Yeah,
This is-
he's going to clip it, come back. try and come below the 2.
Yeah, this is one of the safeties.
Ooh.
Oh, talk about clipping it. Wow. He's going to get behind the 7, maybe. But that safety there, even though it didn't turn out how he wanted, that's the type of safety you have to practice about 25 different ways to clip the ball and move the cue ball. One just rocked.
Yeah, if you can do that. Yeah, but this is what someone from Australia or New Zealand misses, just high level competition, long extended safety battles, knowing what shot to play.
Yeah, I think whenever I started playing professionally, that was overhit by some piece. Was he trying to come on the 4? Wow, that would be a stretch. I think that was the biggest difference I saw when I first started playing professionally, is how they grinded extra games out. You know what I mean? Just didn't always work out, but continually making a good hit, continually making your opponent come with
make
it.
the guy play another shot.
Yeah, 1 game out of 10 more extra winning than you used to.
Yeah, that's what Andre Agassi writes about it in his book, where he had to learn that. Just make him play another shot.
Right.
Don't go for a winner if it's not there. So, a little loose play by Filler.
Yeah, and trying to get some time at the table here is an important part for an underdog. Now this is where you have to make it come out kind of smoothly if you're going top inside, or else the ball might kind of lose the line a little bit. And didn't do much to the cue ball there, so maybe the 4 doesn't pass the 6.
Well, he gives himself a lot to do. Needs to come all the way around below the 5. Wow. That was asking a lot.
Now Josh, probably a little bit of a favorite to kick this in, not much, close to 50-50.
Yeah, it looks easy because it's close to the pocket, but there's distance between the short rail and the ball. Should at least rattle the ball. Sloppy.
Yeah.
He started good. He started good. 10 minutes, he was sharp.
Ball in hand.
And now a couple of mistakes. It's not unlikely for a little bit of jet lag to kick in during this match.
I agree. Started to feel it myself a little bit. I'm not even playing.
No, but it's especially because he's now sitting.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then he's starting to feel it.
Well, big overrun with the cue ball there. Could attack a 4-9, but or excuse me, a 5-9, but you would doubt that. Does the 9 have the bank shot cut off?
Well, if he's banking, it needs to be with speed, which would shorten the angle, so.
Well, he could take the cut on the 6, right?
Oh, and go, yeah. Go forward, yeah, very difficult. Like stun run through with left, open the angle.
No.
Yeah.
But you cannot take too long.
He's asking now if there's a shot clock.
Yeah, making sure he's going to drop the cue ball behind the 8 if he attacks here. Wow, nice.
Oh, nice.
Never mind. I thought he'd
James
play a 2-way
Georgiadis
there, Alex,
wins
or
the
a
rack.
possibility of a 2-way.
Yeah, no, he went all in.
Well, that's usually how you hit it the best.
So, Miss Bozilova, the referee said, don't take too long. There's no shot clock, but it's to the discretion of the referee.
There will be a shot clock later in the event.
Three each.
Yeah, physical problem on the long 3 ball, but I think maybe a little bit of a bad mental decision on the safety there. Yeah.
Josh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the kick shot, you know. Was it nice?
Rack 7, James Georgiadis to break, 3 racks each.
thick on the one, it seems.
I think the speed was right, though, if he gets the hit right on the one.
Yeah.
I like the speed. You can see how well the ball's spread. And that's what I was talking about earlier. If you overhit them or if you stun it a little more, they kind of hop out of the template divots a little bit and don't want to travel near as much. Nice shot there. Always a little nervy when you're playing safe and you're knocking a ball into a lot of other balls.
Oh, yeah.
If you happen to pocket one.
You go one rail or
He's
two?
Jumping it. I like the one rail, I think, just at first glance. Well, now, I think get a lot of speed on the one rail maybe, but you're kicking into a nice area to where you may scratch, but you also may come away with a nice safety as well.
If you do one, yeah.
If you do one, yeah.
Well, I don't fault him for just choosing the most secure way for him to get contact. If you make a legal hit and make the balls move, you have a chance to get lucky, and I think he just did.
He's going to be close. I think he can cut the one. I just don't think he can really predict a whole lot besides going into the two.
Oh, nice. He made that look easy.
And we'll see a nice stroke shot here, drawing the cue ball to the side rail and then back out for the three. I don't think he's too thin for that straight draw. Maybe a little low right. Just got to give it time to grab, that's all. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely doesn't look settled, though, the last few strokes.
Or that's what I thought, that he's now slowing down.
Right.
Because he has realized that he played some loose shots, and he's now going into the pro mode.
Yeah, the lefty would like to shoot the 5 from over on this left side rail. That way he could swing the cue ball around short side. So he's gotten perfect here to stun across.
Yeah, and this type of shot is the shot that you mentioned.
Yeah, this is
where
his
he
bread
excels.
and butter, right?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is how much movement when you hit the stun the best, it releases nice for you.
Yeah.
And that's what he just has down cold.
Yeah, he uses the weight of the ball, and that's also why he's so good in banks. It's the same speed, same stroke.
Yeah, I'm talking to some guys at the Derby, and they were asking me about the banking, and I said, well, just try to hit everything medium. Try that for a little while. You'd be amazed at how well that works banking the ball. Okay, some guys may draw out of this ball. You could follow as well.
Oh, no, you check it. Yeah. Little angle.
A little surprised he came for the side, but
Yeah, but again, probably, maybe because it allowed him to play the shot
yeah,
with
that
that
stroke,
speed.
right?
So that's the sound you hear a lot when you watch him play.
The rack.
Nice little comeback from the Australian to level the scores 3 each, but then a dry break.
And over on the main table, SVB after that missed 8-ball in game number 2. I'm not sure that if the Japanese player Masato has gotten back to the table.
Hey, I know a name. You asked me who could be one of the names to be added to the short list. Woodward, he's not here, but I really, like before coming here, I really thought that he might do really good this year. Like
Yeah.
He's looking really good.
Well, he's realized something about himself and about the game, so I expected a big year from him. He kind of had to prove some things to himself, and I think he's
Joshua,
there.
fill it to break.
Well, what you know, at the
Leading full
Moscone
racks to
Cup, he
3.
played really good. Just, it looked to me like he has taken his rotation game like to the next level.
Yeah, and just
Fewer unforced errors, better in his moving game.
yeah, which I don't think he's gotten enough credit through the years with his moving game, but I just think overall he's just got to realize, and he does realize, that the time spent away from the match table is what makes all the difference in the world. Just because the titles he wants to win, you can't afford mistakes. And you know,
What do you mean by that? Just practice time.
yeah, practice time, but it's, you know, it's, like when he and I talk, we talk about him practicing and time at the table. I constantly tell him, I don't care how many balls you hit, I just want quality balls.
Oh yeah,
You
with
know?
you got to practice with purpose.
Right, and that practice before still did him wonders. But you know,
Yeah.
like you said, trying to get to that short list of players
Well,
that is the favorite
yeah,
to win
but
the tournament.
that's what I thought I was seeing in his game, more intensity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
yeah.
every time when he's playing, he's playing.
Right. Yeah, you just can't expect a call on it when it's needed.
Yeah.
It's more, everything's
Yeah,
more
but a
addressed.
player like him and Mark Bijsterbosch for me is a little bit. He reminds me of Woodward a little bit.
Hmm.
Very talented, and they can play and produce without giving 100%.
Right.
Anyway, we'll see. Hope to see Woodward back as soon as possible.
Yeah, we were supposed to be on the same flight. He just couldn't get to the Dallas flight.
Yeah.
And then canceled again.
But I think he could be one
Oh,
to
absolutely.
make it to that tier 1 list.
Absolutely. The beautiful thing for him, and we'll get on to the match, is it's all about what he wants to do, I think. I think that's where the talent and the grit, you know, he has all that, right? Those are things that other people have to acquire sometimes, or make their talent shine at its best to win. I also talk about the 7-footer. And it doesn't have a lot of qualities in so many regards, but little know-how on how to win, little situational pool, you know,
Oh,
cue
yeah.
ball. It has a lot of things that build up you wouldn't recognize.
Oh no.
Joshua Filler.
Okay,
wins the round.
last thing about that, I told him in Vegas, because I saw many shots in Moscone Cup, that he will have picked up on the bar table.
Oh yeah,
He
absolutely.
played many two-way shots. Okay, back to this talent on the
Who
4.5
is
by
on your
9.
short list?
Who
and
is on the
everyone's.
Yeah, you know, he's the reigning holder. He's the holder of 2 matchroom titles in 2022. He's back in control.
Yeah, and I think any of these guys that came from Kentucky, everyone wants to get through the first match. That doesn't matter if you live next door. But especially the guys that had to travel abroad from the Derby, if they get through this first one, they got to feel great about it.
Oh yeah. Get some rest.
Track 9, Joshua Filler to break, leading 5 racks to 3.
A little thicker hit there on the 1. See the cue ball get easily above the side. Tricky out.
Yeah, from the 2 to the 3 is going to be tough.
Yeah, the 5-7 is ugly.
Yeah, and the 8 will join the party, it seems.
Yeah, I want to hold the angle here, I think. And he tried to hold it as well as he could. Pretty
This
nice
is-
job.
Yeah, this is good. Natural angle to even go in between the 4-6.
Yeah, now he has to really start thinking about how to get from the 5 to the 7, or 4 to the 5, excuse me. Like where he gets on the 3 has everything to do with that. See, the 4 doesn't pass, right? Oh, he's okay.
Yeah, shot.
Still, it's hard to stun with a lot of speed off of the small angle, right? To the short side on that 5. Well, if you're going to shoot it
I
on the
don't-
side, he got perfect, right?
Yeah, but it's too sharp to play it with speed, it seems like.
Well, the 5-7 is a playable shot. It's not terrible, but you want to be pretty handy on it.
Yeah, you need to get above the line, the 5-8 line.
Yeah. Well, here, just try to get the most out of it. You can always play the safety on the 5, putting them on top of the 7 as you stun over. And I'll tell you one thing you need to learn not to do on that shot.
What not?
Don't put outside English. Center English on that shot actually makes the pocket a little nicer on those sides. If you can stay away from that left spin right there. Just doesn't want to make the ball go in very much on those side pockets from small angles. Got a bit of a roll though.
Looks like he can get underneath the 4. Full hit. Nice try. Now what? I don't think there's any value in attacking this 4.
Did you just put him behind the 6?
Yeah,
Bank the 4 one row?
that's one way, or even attack it to the right and come up with the cue ball. Yeah, is this good enough?
That's close.
Yeah, but he's going to jump, I think. Well, anyway, he tried.
Yeah, I thought he might bank the 4 down the middle of the table right there and use the 6 and the 8.
Well, I thought he was quick.
Oh, definitely.
Just quick to decide and to execute. There's no shot clock. Take your time.
You got a beautiful kiss on the cue ball. It's going to make this 4 ball tough.
Oh, this is real tough.
This shot to me, anyways,
Yeah.
as long as I don't let up, I feel a lot better about it. But
yeah,
when I
well,
miss it, I tend to kind of baby it a little bit.
You know, it has to feel like a valid attempt.
Yeah, but even if I get a little longer on the 5, have to play a little longer shot. That was a sweet stroke
Oh,
there.
beautiful. Nice. He's hanging in there. That was a great shot by James. I'll make sure to turn that into a rack win. Could have done with a little more angle.
Yeah, now he's got to either heavy stun or follow with inside.
Yeah, he's going forward. You know, it's good enough.
I like that shot. I don't see the point to try and get a whole lot more out of it. Rely on what you do, knock the ball in. Interesting player, though. It seems like when he's down on the ball, there hasn't been twice that I've seen kind of the same things happening with the pre-strokes and whatnot, you know?
And he's quick. He's just a little quick.
Yeah, he caught that thick to the pocket.
Safe to the short rail.
It is frozen.
Or do you go? And now, okay,
Oh.
let's say you're gonna attack. You're gonna attack the cut shot. It's just center ball. Yeah. You don't play defense. You go all into Senship.
Yeah, if I'm gonna attack for sure.
If.
Yeah, I kind of feel if he wanted to play the cue ball back, he could double bank this to the in rail. That way you can draw the cue ball. If you're cutting it to the in rail, you can't get the cue ball back. Now he tried to play both. Very nice cue ball though.
It might even have been an attempt to make the 9 cross
That's
corner.
what I think. Yeah, for sure.
Now Josh. Big shot. Super tough. Nice.
Joshua Filler wins the rack.
Yeah, that's a pity. That's a shame. He made a great shot.
Thank you.
Georgiadis rolled that, what was it, the 2 ball in?
Yes, he did. One thing you can learn from Josh, which is most of the greats, not any adjustment when down on the ball. That's what helps him pull the trigger so confidently, I think, or one of the reasons.
adjustment in like tweaking.
Like down on the ball, you know, like some players you'll see if you really watch them, they'll try to get down and not adjust, but still make little adjustments on the aim. And I think Josh, when I watch him, I never see that really. You know, the only time that I adjust is when you're close to the ball, right? You don't always get the perspective,
Leading 6
so you
racks to
kind of
3.
feel what's going on because the balls are so
ideally,
so close, right?
you know, and that's what these naturals have is they come down on the line.
Right.
So
right,
there's
right.
no tweaking required to get on the line because they're there.
Right. But I still see guys that are taught that and whatnot, but under the heat, they still question it a little bit when they're down on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is it's also a lefty pool.
Yeah, right.
It's very much something for left-handed players, I feel.
Yeah, it's the first thing if I ever give a lesson to someone. I say 2 things to them to start. No pressure. We're going to do a bunch of things. The second thing I tell them is, if we can today, we try not to adjust when we're down on the ball. That way you can learn a lot about them.
Oh yeah, and just see what happens if you follow your natural alignment.
Yeah.
Try to miss 3 times the same way.
Yeah, I think he was sizing up at the bank. The long rail bank went by the 3.
It does, but that's all in. You can kick and stick, but the 6 ball could help, or could help him sell out. Oh, that's nice. I mean, for what he tried to do, he did good avoiding the kiss, but with those 4 balls there, the 4, 5, 9, and 3, it's dangerous.
Yeah, this is the difference. You know, when you first learn that safety as an amateur, it's like the best thing ever, right?
Yeah.
But then as you learn, there's situations it's played, but not near as much by the pros, because if you give the pros a look with object balls to snooker you with,
yeah,
that's what they're going to do.
So what happened here is very rare for a top player to miss-hit the 2 like Josh did. Now the big question, does Georgiadis see enough of the 2?
I don't think directly to make it. Could swerve the ball between the 5-9. Trying to go to the rail first.
Yeah.
A lot of ways to curve into that ball with the spin and make it.
Yeah, he's going your route. Off of the rail, don't do too much. Ooh, he hit that soft.
Yeah, he curved a little early on him.
Yeah, but you also had more speed in mind, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think he did too. To be fair.
So, or he hit it low, which slowed the cue ball down, or he sort of let go of the shot prematurely. This is roadmap.
Yeah, big deep breath before that shot. Took a lot of time down. I think he's feeling a little of that jet lag you were talking about.
Yeah.
And wanting to make sure he ends this match as quick as possible with no mistakes. You know, if the pool gods allow that. May have been why with that 3-0 lead he attacked a few times, right?
Yeah, I think he started the match with high energy and good energy. I thought, okay, let's go. Let's play winner break 9-ball. Which happens to me at least when I'm tired. Like I'll try to get, try to get on a high.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this shot, the zigzag here, twice, spreads across. And you never have to worry about the speed either on this shot,
yeah,
too much.
It's easier to control. They're going forward. Yeah, solid Joshua Filler. Won the first 3, then Georgiadis leveled and wins the next 3.
Lots of big names on that short list you were talking about playing tonight. Eagle Eye and Jason Shaw. I'm assuming he's on that list. We didn't mention his name, but I'm assuming it. Is he like in between tier 1 and 2?
No. He is actually one that is due.
Oh, okay.
To
For
get
the
there.
big one.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he has the
For-
U.S. Open, you know. So, and he's, you know, after having a so-so year, he finished off with a nice win at the International,
Yeah.
and then he, of course, he started off with his regular win there at Turning Stone.
Yeah, yeah, it's a difficult one, sure.
Track 11.
But the fact that
Joshua
I'm not
Philips
sure, you know, it would help him
Leading
if
7
he
racks
he
to
wins
3.
a big one this year.
How old is Jason now?
32?
32, okay.
32, 33.
I was going to say 33. Okay, so we'll see how aggressive he wants to stay. This cross that bank's got quite a bit of cut on it, but it is fairly natural position. Gotta figure he's going to shoot though, with the center of the table so wide open.
Yeah. And coming back from the Derby.
Yeah, the pink 4, tough ball down the rail. And I think most of the great 9-ball players, once they start to understand bank pool, they become pretty great bank pool players. It's a lot of stroke and straight shooting.
Yeah, but especially someone with filler and the way he hits balls.
Oh yeah, the object ball is going to stay pure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to hold its line. The better the stroke, the better the aiming,
Yeah,
the
but
better at impact.
he's very good at distance, with speed, and one tip of spin.
Right.
Nice shot on the 4. That was the shot, not the bank. Easy kill. To get to the hill, the 9-ball. Maybe for
Joshua
a
Philips wins the
little
rack.
bit, Georgiadis might have thought he was back in the game.
Well, I think after that nice 2-ball he had and then that mistake later in the rack, I think, you know, Filler probably wins the match, but we get to see a lot more from James.
Yeah, where he did not get out. He cut that 2-ball in. A little straight on the 6, a little close to the
5-3
rail
at
on the
that time.
7.
Yeah, 5-3 I think the score
Yeah.
was. You think Shane Van Boning doesn't unload on him? 7 of the balls on the other end of the table there.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's not finessing the break,
No.
but I like it. I like that type of break more, not just to watch, but just,
Rack
you know,
12,
if
Joshua
my
Philips
player
break
is
on
breaking
the
like
hill,
that,
leading gate 3.
you know, he gives himself a bigger chance.
Yeah.
More action on the balls.
Yeah. But the way he unloads on him, and talk about unloading a golden break to finish this match and move
Joshua
Filler
Philips
on
wins the match.
to the next round.
Okay, to finish it off, the way he unloads, Shane.
Yeah, I mean, not many can. I mean, some hit him hard, but I mean, he really unloads on him. And maybe Kachi, I think, is the only one else I've seen to be able to consistently hit that cut and not lose the cue ball off the table and pocket somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So it's not easy to do.
All right, so this match, it's a wrap. Filler wins 9-3 and sends Georgiadis to the loser side. Jeremy Jones, thanks. And next match
think it's
on
drifting,
is
or-
going to be Nayuki Oi
Go mention it to Brendan, so they could do something about it.
in about 10 minutes from now. Nayuki Oi against Mickey Kraus. So we'll be back in a little bit. Thanks.
pool table. Diamond tables are designed and manufactured from the highest quality, sustainable hardwoods, utilizing world-renowned designs. Diamond tables are unparalleled for playability and durability. After all, they are designed by players for players.
This championship is being played with the new Aramith tournament set. Featuring a unique molecular structure, it guarantees razor-sharp precision and unsurpassed longevity. Unquestionably the best pool balls in the world, this set is available in a TV and a value pack version, as well as in the new My Aramith Ranger of Ball and cue cases. Now you can bring and play with the best ball set everywhere you go. My Aramith, bringing new dimensions to your billiards experience.
Are we happy with?
Can we check with the referee table too?
Testing, testing. Referee table 2. Microphone test, referee table 2. Thank you. Thank you. Fresh one as well. Right? No, there's no shot clock, and not until the last 16 on any table, even that table. Yeah, no shot clock.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, don't have to worry about anything like that. It's just
This guy was standing over there. That's why I was thinking.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, don't worry. If you need to reset, you need to reset. 2 seconds. Bear with me. This only once? That's fine. I've just got to get the go-ahead that we're ready to go, so just be a couple of minutes because I've just got to get the go-ahead, all right? Just be a couple of minutes. Then to production. Just want to check we are ready for table 2 whenever you are. Yes, go ahead. Lovely, I'll get them started, thank you. Okay. Mickey, have a great game. Mickey, have a great game. Thank you, players. When you're ready, please lag for break.
So here we are, Denmark versus Japan. Mickey Krause, the Great Dane, against Naoki Oi. Race to 9.
Oi wins the leg.
Yeah, I was just looking at Mickey Krause's Facebook page, and of course just before Christmas he won his 6th Danish championship. Now, given the age Mickey is, I think that's good going.
Some of them will no doubt be junior titles, but he's young, experienced, practices with Vejen regularly. Niels Vejen lives in Denmark, and also in the States he hangs out. He's in a good place, so he hangs out with Filipinos, with good players, champion players, has fun, practices, learns, keeps his eyes open.
He was extremely unlucky, of course. He went to the States for what he thought was going to be an extended spell in early 2020. Got there, I think he'd been there a couple of weeks, and COVID intruded.
So what is he looking for? Naoki Oi, that one ball goes to the side. But he's looking at something else. So this is not ill-advised. Walks around the table, takes his time, because there's no shot clock. We've seen some matches today where players were playing a little quick. With safeties, if you don't see it, take time until you see something. Okay, so drawback. This is what he started looking out for. Very nice.
Must say, in the matches I've watched, Alex, both on screen and also out in the arena, I haven't seen anyone who's been taking an excessive amount of time, which is a good thing.
It's a good thing, but I would guess, like today, maybe in 10 shots where the player, I saw a player play a shot that he wasn't decided upon. You can tell. You can tell if a player is still unsure what exactly it is that he's trying to do. Pointing to his spot on the 3rd rail, Mickey Krause. So he's basically hitting a 3-rail shot. Oh, he's going long. Wow.
Foul.
Very difficult route.
Ball in hand.
I don't know why he wouldn't attack the 1 off of 1 rail, that long rail, directly into the 1. Now to center table, Naoki Oi. Get close and straightish on the 4.
You'll see this over the course of the next however many racks. Yes, he's got this reputation as the court jester of pool, and that's well founded, but when he's actually out there, he is intense, serious. His concentration doesn't slip, and he badly wants it.
Oh yes, he's a hell of a match player. And all that, what some people know him for is just away from the table. Just have fun. And share the fun. I'll avoid the 9. He's a rhythm player. It's not his cue ball in general, it's pretty good, but for me he excels in tournaments where it's winner break format. Oh, here with the World Championships. Some players are better in an alternate break format. Very good at maintaining composure in the chair, the waiting. Not doing too much there, this is enough. Punch, punch. To take the first lead.
Has to be happy with that.
Yuki wins the rack.
By the way, the winner of this match in the next round will play either Ramazan Akdag or the Albanian World Cup player Vesar Spahiu. It's a really attractive arena, Alex. 16 tables out there, but there's no feeling of being cramped at all.
Oh no, that's perfect. I mean, size-wise. It's day one. There's a nice little buzz going on, and I heard that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all tickets are sold. And even for the upcoming days, people need to be quick.
Yeah, and today an awful lot of young people in sampling pool, and they will go away with good thoughts and a positive image of this game, which is definitely on the up.
Yeah, in Poland
Right,
they have the best setup
break.
in regard to access
Winning
to
one rack,
government money, government policy, good lobby. Wow, beautiful break. Best break I saw today.
Just been over on table one doing the Shane Van Boning match, and some of his break-offs were absolutely on the button.
Yeah, we were watching here on the side screen. He unleashes.
If you weren't watching that, I can tell you what happened. Basically, he was 1-0 down to Masato Yoshioka. Yoshioka missed the 8-ball, went on the verge of 2-0. Van Boning tied it up, and then he ran a 5-pack.
Oh, nice. Difficult position for Nayuki Oi. The 3 is in the way. Makes it difficult to do something with the bank.
Push out call.
Now basically he's playing a
Your
push out
choice.
to the same angle that he had, just putting the cube on the rail, which doesn't make sense to me. I would give it back. Why wouldn't Nayuki have played the shot from where the cue ball was? Same angle, but a more difficult cue ball. So the shot that he has is
Control
a half
pass.
ball hit. Make the cue ball go long rail, short rail towards the 7 and 9 and bank the cue ball twice across. Back to the same spot. I don't think he really has something else to play. Nice. That worked out nicely.
Even before the little flick on the 9-ball, he would have been happy with the shot. Now he's ecstatic.
This is all feel for speed. Can't control where you hit that 2-ball exactly. Medium speed. Oh, this works.
Let me quickly tell you that Tyler Steyer, part of the US Mosconi Cup outfit in December, he started off this championship in Feinfettel, beating Mason Koch from the USA 9-1. He'll now play either Alexander Kazakis or Erik Horleifsen. Kazakis led that one 4-0. Horleifsen fought back, but Kazakis is on the hill at 8-5.
Just distance. Just 9 feet. Even for these professionals, often that's hard to manage. I like hitting a 3/4 ball hit on the 2. Make sure it comes over the side pocket. So the cue ball towards the second diamond on the left, and the 2 towards the second, third diamond on the right. Yeah, about this. Underhit it a little bit. So sometimes the player will subconsciously aim this or mishit this a little thick in order to steer the cue ball away from that 7 ball. Did what he had to do, and now it all comes down to this tester. True cueist will play this slow. It's possible that Naoki Oi plays this with more speed.
The one thing we've always observed with Oi, and it's not a given, it's not a constant in his game, but occasionally he is undone by upper body movement. There's no doubt about it. And that was the case there. Okay, it was a tough shot, but he perceptibly moved.
Mickey. Sorry, just you got your labels just come. That's it.
Little interference by the referee. Logo labels coming off.
Thank you.
Yeah, the question, Phil, if the moving comes before the miss. I mean, is someone aligned right and then because of the moving they miss, or do they move because they feel they're not aligned right? Ooh, that sounded heavy. Oh my word, there was an extreme kick. Rare.
Oh, that was a real bad one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
you could tell the way the 5 ball reacted, the way it's span down the table. When you say a rare skid, are skids more rare these days than they used to be? Because that's certainly the case in snooker, as you know.
More rare. Yeah, but the skids in pool aren't as big or frequent as in snooker, I feel. Probably also because the balls are heavier.
Psychologically, they can be debilitating, can't they?
Nice. Made sure, as if he had listened to you, Phil, to stay down on that stroke.
Naoki wins the rack.
Obviously, over the years, Alex, you've seen lots of fine players who do move. The one that always comes to my mind was a former runner-up in this, Ismael Paez from Mexico, the Mexican jumping bean.
The jumping bean, the big burrito of Uno Poquito. Yeah. Who moves? Well, for example, Efren Reyes, the GOAT, he moves. You know, he wasn't textbook perfect technically. But one thing, what Efren did a lot, or some players that move, they move in the line, so they don't move to the side, but they'll come up, or that also makes a difference, I think. I've seen Ralph Souquet move in the past, but he would at least stay in the line of the shot, not pull to the sides. But I also see, if you look at bar pool or league pool, just amateurs, low-level players, if they jump up and steer with their cue, they always steer in the right direction. So they do feel
Rack
to
3.
what side they
No
were
Kielce break.
misaligned.
Leading 2 racks to 0.
2-0 Oi. Eventful racks they were as well.
Seven ball, down table, could help as a sideboard to catch that 2 ball. But the 3 is also all the way down table. Very difficult. He's looking to go. Load the cue ball up. Not such a good attempt. And he can spin the 2 ball in. Maybe just with a level cue, a lot of left. Or slightly elevated, bend it around to 6. So just left, you can get it done. Or so it seemed. Not good enough. And Mickey knows it.
Oi back to the table, turned 40 last month. 11 years ago, we got to the semi-final of this World Nineball Championship, beating the likes of Chang Junglin, Torsten Homan, and our own Carl Boys.
Do it again. You can play the jump, try and cut the 3 ball in. Or more defensive, go for a full hit and try and hold the cue ball down table. The thing is, if you try to cut it but you don't cut it enough, then both balls will go towards center table. Yeah, so he did try to hit it fuller and hold the cue ball down table, but didn't land well enough. Jumping is about landing, know where you land. Good open position for Krause.
Yeah, barring a skid.
Don't be like that.
No, I'm just saying. I've seen them crop up for the same player in consecutive frames in snooker, certainly, and it's horrible to see.
Well, he didn't help himself by leaving the cue on the rail.
Denmark and Japan. 2 of 46 nations represented here. The game of pool is so cosmopolitan, so international.
And 13 poles. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it emphasises just how powerful Poland has become in the world of Nineball. They're now hosting the game's premier event, the World Nineball Championship, and a lot of people believe a European will step forward and capture this title. Mickey Kraus, he's one of those players who could go deep. I would be very surprised if he were to go all the way, but here at least he gets his first rack on the board, and Naoki always lead is reduced to 2-1. So we saw Shane Van Boning come through 9-2 against Masato Yoshioka on table 1 earlier. He's still awaiting the identity of his next opponent. Pronounce the Norwegian who he could play.
Oh, Mats Schitne.
I got it right first time.
Mats Schitne.
You've made me feel very good. Yeah, Mats Schitne or Jakob Connier. They're locked together at 7 racks each at the moment in quite a lengthy encounter.
And their winner is playing Shane.
Mickey Kraus to break.
That's right.
Trailing 2 racks to 1.
I think I remember a match between Jakob Connier and Shane Van Boning at the World Pool Masters, where Connier played himself in a good position to win, came real close. The Slovakian, good player. Ho ho ho. 1 ball down, that 3 ball just made it. Gave Kraus a real good scare there. Trying to get a feeler if this 1 ball cuts. I think it does.
Another of the game's most successful exponents over the years has just begun his championship. Ralph Suke taking the opening rack against Sullivan Clark from New Zealand, and just as I speak, Suke doubles the advantage to 2-0.
Okay, big shot coming up. My advice, Kraus should to play this like he means it, punch it, go all the way towards the other kitchen. Don't baby this stroke. Five ball, the purple 5. I don't know if it goes to the left. It doesn't. So difficult shots from here. Well, the way he has played this makes me think that I saw it wrong and that 5 actually goes to the left.
I'm with you, Alex. It is quite deceptive if it does.
Oh, if this goes, if he makes this, nice. Yeah, the work was done, but for that last shot on the 5. Jitters. Can't think of any other reason for Kraus to miss that ball like that. You know, there are nerves in the beginning of a tournament because it hasn't really started yet, and then nerves when you get to the business end. Shot. How about that? Perfect.
Yeah, the side just coaxed it in, and of course assisted the position as well.
Yeah, those cut shots, you know, you can pocket the ball but hit it a little fat or a little thin and you lose the cue ball by 10-20 inches. The more experienced of the two, Nayukioi, is feeling the jitters as well. It has just been around longer, some 20 years or so.
Tell you what, Alex, Krasler can't complain about a lack of chances. He's 3-1 down, and really, he's got plenty to mull over. Yes, he was very unlucky with a skid, but that was a bad miss there. And Oi is off and running. Well, off and walking, I suppose. Right now, you know, at the start of the session, we had 2 matches in the second round involving winners from earlier on. And there's no hiding place when you get to that stage in the World Championship. So Nikos Economopoulos is 6-5 up on Max Lechner. Hard to predict a winner there, as it is on table 12, where Nick Vandenberg is also 6-5 up on Switzerland's Ronald Regley.
How cool is that? Nick got a call up from Matchroom at the last instant, maybe 5 days ago. He's playing well. He beat Chen from Taiwan earlier today.
Nayukioi to break.
Now up
3 racks
6-5 against Regley, but Regley's a real fighter. He wins many tough matches.
Foul.
And that scratch was tough to take.
Just what Krause needed. Big miss in the previous wreck by the Dane. Often you get paid double for misses like that. The wreck itself and then another break and run. Are you sure, Mickey? If you make it, you're right.
Mickey Krause wins the rack. Thank you.
A quick fix. The Dane diminishes his deficit, just trailing by 1.
He was down on that combination very quickly. He was convinced he was going to knock it in, but as you say, Alex, there was distance between the 2 and the 9.
It's also the pressure if you miss it, because you can always miss it. If you miss it, you have to explain yourself. And you're wrong. If you miss it, it was the wrong shot. If you make it, it was the right shot.
Rack 6. Mickey Krause to break. Trailing 3 racks to 2.
Just a little shout out for the Italian Candela on table 1, 3-2 up against Jason Shaw, but a shout out for his wear. Old school cotton shirt. Give it up for cotton.
He's cottoned on to what you like, Alex.
Foul stroke.
Wow. Oh, you won't like that.
He had a skid. Now he has this scratch.
Ball in hand.
As a player, you have to stay away from framing things negatively. Don't get sucked into thinking that it's one of those days. Me again. You gotta fight that. Keep yourself in a positive frame of mind. self-talk. You know, if you don't have any negative thoughts, then you know, just watch the match. But if they do creep in, you have to counter that. I expect a gap between the... I expect the 3 to go to the side. Otherwise, a very surprising shot selection by Oi. Oh, he's playing it. Wow.
Yuki Oi wins the rack.
Pooh. This is risky combo central. I thought the one in the previous rack had an element of doubt. That one was even more risky.
Yeah, I understand the reasoning. The 5 was, well, accessible, but in a difficult position. I understand it, but to play that, even the first shot with ball in hand, if you misplace the position by an inch, that combination becomes twice as hard.
A cracking match has just begun on table 4. Seems unfair that David Al-Kadi and Billy Thorpe should come up against each other in the first round, but they have, and Al-Kadi has taken the opening rack. We could possibly have that Jakob Connier Shane Van Boning rematch, because Connier leads Shatner 8-7 now on table 7.
Rack 7. Yuki Oi to break.
One of the slowest matches out there.
2.
Emil Andre Gangfla, he leads Mieszko Fortunski 7-6. They started almost 2 hours ago.
For many, the Pole Fortunski would be the favorite in that match. And still is, even though he's 7-6 down, you know, he's so experienced.
Well, when you're commentating on table 1, table 3 is right in front of the commentary position. And one thing I observed there, the crowd is immense, so maybe he's feeling the pressure from that. As we see Oi knocking a cracker.
Yeah, good shot. A rhythm player. Doesn't have the most pure cueing, so he needs a bit of get going.
But if you're a neutral, you have to support this man, because he brings so much to a tournament on and off the table, as we've discussed earlier.
Well, results from the past are no guarantee for the future, so he'll have to do it again this tournament. We'll see what he brings in the post-match interview.
He won't be dull. That's my confident prediction. If he wins, of course.
Looking good now. Absolutely not in sync, Oi's playing style, with the Japanese champions from the past. Okumura, Takahashi. And Yuki Oi is very extroverted, very dynamic, and very much 5-2 up in his match against Krausen.
Yuki Oi wins the rack.
Nice rack, good opening shot, and from there all you had to do was stay in control, keep positioning that cue in the right place.
Thank you.
I mentioned this during my commentary on table 1 earlier when Yoshioka was playing. I'll repeat it here. As Alex was saying, Japan's had great success in this championship over the years. 3 winners: Takeshi Okamura in 1994 in Chicago, Takahashi in Chinese Taipei 1998, beating Johnny Archer in the final. And then in Qatar in 2011, Yukio Akagariyama overcame Ronnie Alcano 13-11. A real history.
Yes, and he would like to be the 4th.
And one more snippet there, of course, that 94 final in Chicago was an all-Japanese affair.
Rack 8.
Who was the opponent?
Naokuri to break.
Yasunari
5 racks to 2.
Itsuzaki.
5-2 up. And breaking. The scratch in the side is always going to be close. Or often going to be close. Something you just have to accept, especially if you're hitting the correct thickness on the one ball. It is what it is. Difficult position. Nah. No, 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 that wasn't on.
By the way, Alex, before we go any further, I must say, congratulations on that Mosconi Cup victory. You know, you did a wonderful job as captain, not just this year, but in previous years also, so well done to you.
But? Oh, okay, thank you.
Oh, there's no but. No but.
No, no. He doesn't need to attack. Good shot. Wanted to play it with a little more speed, but that made it harder to control the cue ball. Now I think Oi is looking at a 2-railer, go in between the 3 and 8. Oh, nice. Oh, for the highlight reel. What a hit. What a hit. No, oh, no applause.
Just a shame from his point of view. The 2-ball is hanging over a pocket.
Yes, but the route is super difficult. And then the 8 blocks the pocket for the 3. I wouldn't fear. Krause, if he goes low, on the low side of the 6 to the rail, he needs to draw. I think he can draw and still get there, but then the scratch becomes huge. So with low left, medium hard. Nice.
Not bend it like Beckham, bend it like Mickey Krause.
Now what? You can't see, Krause is in the way where that cue ball is exactly. If he can slow roll and hide behind the 8. That's tough. Everything's tough from here. There's no shot clock. He has time. And I would need time to find something that I could like, because he's in a very, very bad spot. Towards 1.5 diamond on the short rail. Yeah, he was trapped. You're trapped if there's no natural shot available. Maybe it's not his day, but he's not allowed to admit that. We had one skid in this match. Could this be one?
Yeah, you get a sixth sense, don't you, when they might occur?
Oh yes, definitely. Ronnie O'Sullivan doesn't get them. It's for a reason. It's not only for me, for how he hits the ball, but also because he'll play around certain shots if he senses there's one on. I'm sure. Because some shots, you know, your skid alarm goes off. Just like in three cushion, they have a double kiss alarm. The players.
O'Sullivan actually is one of the minority and small minority of players who haven't transferred over to the town chalk, which has transformed snooker basically. It's reduced the amount of big bounces off the cushions, and it's drastically reduced the amount of kicks we have. But O'Sullivan sticks with the traditional chalk, while the vast majority of the tour have made the switch.
So this is now for a fact that fewer bounces because of this.
Well, look, cause and effect, you could argue, but the fact remains, since the town chalk became the predominant chalk used on the tour, the bounces have definitely reduced. It's beyond question.
Okay.
And the number of kicks, well, that's almost been eliminated. You have the occasional one, but they're nowhere near as prevalent as they used to be.
Yeah. Oh, Nayuki Oi
wins the rack.
came awfully close to the corner pocket. He's good. He's good. He's oozing that intensity. Some players, some champions, they'll look like robots. Others, the more extroverted players, as Oi or Filler or FSR, they'll start to breathe heavier, get a little bit of color on their cheeks.
I can tell you, Shane Van Boning's next opponent tomorrow will be Mats Shetner.
8-7 down, he won 9-8.
He did indeed, beating Jakob Konja. So that will be a treat for the Norwegian to take on SVB, especially in the World Championship. Now what about those two second round matches going on at the moment? Still undecided. Nick Vandenberg 8-6 up on the hill against Ronald Regley. Nikos Economopoulos 7-6 up on Max Lettner. Dogfight that one.
Rack 9. Nayuki Oi to break, leading 6 racks to 2.
Playing for 3. Doesn't really dress up that 2-ball. I don't think he has a path to the corner, low right. Definitely cut to the side pocket. What does he? Nice. That's very nice. He made that look easy. That's a very difficult shot to execute it as good as he just did. Keep those young guys playing from small spaces. Square inches where it's hard to play pool from. Oh, nice route. Shows a bit of knowledge there. Beautiful route.
Foul stroke. Thank you. Ball in hand.
So the two passes, stun draw, track approximately towards the corner, high right. Could have done with a little more. Stretch, roll. A hair of inside. Yeah, it was a good safety by Oy. Played it with a nice touch. All pool players are better when they play in their rhythm, obviously when they're having more table time. But rhythm and momentum looks better on some players. And I actually think it's a competence, it's a skill if you can play championship pool without rhythm. And there are a few that can do that.
Nick Vandenberg, the dream continues. He's beaten Ronald Regley 9-6. So he's through to the last 64, then he has tomorrow off.
Good win. It's two tough opponents that he beat today. Nice strike. Very clean. And a proper top spin. You can tell.
He's grown into the match, there's no doubt. Oy, I think the big shot was the combo to go 4-2 up. Since then he's looked good.
Oh yeah. What a combo that was. Yeah, very difficult match for Mickey Krause because he has found himself in difficult positions, kicking at balls, and then ball in hand for his opponent.
Mickey wins the rack.
So 7-2 it is. I'm going to take my leave now. Alex, you've done a great job here today on table 2, and I'll be back tomorrow at some point to give you more assistance. Now taking over, it's Carl Boys.
So no break and runs for Oy, but good safety play. It's even nicer starting every inning with ball in hand. Needs two more. Meanwhile, on table 3, the young Norwegian Gangflot has made the 9 to level the score 8-8. He's playing Fortunski.
Rack 10.
He's one of the big guns.
Leading 7 racks to 2.
Fortunski, the big Polish guns. Good break, but no clear view of on the 2 ball. He has a handy lead, Oy, something you can use when you play push-outs. Let the other guy be anxious to get a foothold on this match.
Mickey, your choice.
Boys is back.
What's the story of the match, Captain?
What's the story of the match? Nayuki Oy playing like a seasoned veteran that he is. Playing smart, good safeties, getting ball in hands, and keeping Krause very tight. And you know, with every rack, I was saying before, oh, he's very much a rhythm player, so he's starting to look better and better.
Gonna need a little love off the purple 5. It isn't gonna happen. It's gonna come short. So Oi, good chance to get himself on the hill.
Doesn't have to do anything other than hit the 2-ball clean. Wow. Yeah, that's a choice. He wanted to play with positivity instead of just sinking the 2, leaving distance, and being more sure of staying in line on the 3. Good hit. Yeah, that's a roll.
It's a very kind roll.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the story of the match? I said good safeties by Oi, 1 skid by Krause, a big one, and a miss. Yeah, just a tough day for the young Dane. He has a shot here. He can hit with high left, bank the 3 in between the 8-9 towards center table, and then try and fall somewhere close to the second diamond on a short rail. It's not a lot, but it's something. He could hit 3/4 ball, right?
Yeah, he's definitely got a piece of this red 3 ball. He's kicking off the short rail.
Okay, that works. Needs a little bit of spin, I think, to go to the... Oh, you can clip it. He does see part of the 3. Nice kick. Nice. Good shot. This is what he played. Played many nice shots, Oi. I would think Krause doesn't see enough of the 3, otherwise he already have decided to attack it. Swerve, right?
Yeah, he swerved that ball around. Good shot. Decided the safety was too difficult. Went all out attack. Watch the cue ball here. There you see the left spin. Because of the slide, it still found its way up on the top rail.
Yeah, it's tough. Tough, tough. The good news is that it's double knockout until the last 64. But you and I know that it's difficult if you lose a match, you know, where you didn't bring it, or where you didn't come close to bringing what you know you can. That stays with you. It's not easy to make that reset towards the next match. On table 3, the Norwegian Gangflut eliminates Fortunski on the winner side. He ran that break and run on 9-8. On 8-8 to win 9-8. This is it. Oi goes to the hill.
Nuki, rinse the rack.
How's always been
Toilet.
breaking?
Good. Good. His cue ball goes to one long rail and then comes above the side pocket on the other side. That's not what I usually see, but he's consistent, scratched only once, and he is making balls. But the best break that I've seen is Shane Van Boney. He's just hitting hard. Did you commentate that match?
Yeah, I think I said the same. He's the only top player who really goes at the break, and yeah, you're going to need a little bit more fortune, I suppose, with the cue ball. But listen, he ran a 5-pack.
Yeah. Candela, the Italian player from Naples, getting a little bit of foothold in his match against Jason Shaw. He can definitely play.
Giving Shaw something to think about.
Nuki, do you want another water? Do you want another water one? Yeah.
The nearer the end of the match, the bigger the gulps. Yeah, so that 5-pack from Shane for you was the best you've seen, yeah? Probably.
Yeah, I just think, like I say, he goes at the break, he tries to make 2 and 3 balls, doesn't he? And, you know, obviously there's less balls on the table, it feels like that's when the packages are going to come. He actually should have done a 6-pack, he made a bit of a mess of the next rack, so...
A bit of a mess, like positionally.
No, he missed the pot, he played a beautiful positional shot to get on the 3 ball, and then he missed the 3 ball from nowhere. It was looking good for him to win the set out, and Masato should have gone 2-0 up, missed the ball, I think it was the 8 ball.
Oh yeah, that one I saw.
Yeah, and then Shane ran his rack and then a 5.
Well, if things are going like that for Shane, he's dangerous. He's going to be dangerous. He loves that kind of 9-ball. Power play.
Well, I did the interview with him and I said, you love the winner
Thank you,
breaks,
rack
don't
11.
you? You like to go, you know, he's one of the few
Luke, you want
players,
to break?
when you're watching a tournament
Hitting 8
like
racks
this,
to 2.
he'll play match after match and he'll go 3, 4, 5-pack.
Yeah, but it's also, if you see him practice away from a tournament. I watched him in Bucharest a couple of years back. He was there for a weekend in the IDM club and he was practicing. He practices big shots, just big shots. Warp the cue ball, maximum spin, speed, extreme shots. So if you play winner break, you have to come with those types of shots to keep the run alive. Big banks.
Yeah, so you're saying he practices them because he knows 2 or 3 of them are going to come up in a big package.
Yeah, well listen, I don't think he has like a real good cue ball. He's very much, for me, a shot maker. That's his nature. That's how he reminds me of Earl Strickland. The younger Earl in the 90s. You know, when he won 3 world titles. Oh, he could defend his title this year, Shane. Okay, now what? He has an angle to maybe go into the 5. Or the safe choice is to play soft draw shot and play stop shot snooker behind the 8.
Yeah, I think the scoreline will play a big part in this shot selection. Maybe not.
No, he's playing a smart game, a patient game. Played good safeties, good kicks. And once again, Krause stuck behind the ball.
Showed a lot of patience there, Hoy. Many players would have flung the cue ball into the 2 balls and hoped it was their day just because of the 8-2 scoreline, but it's a smart decision from Hoy.
What is the biggest chance for luck? I would go 3 rails behind the 6. It's an easy hit, relatively easy hit, and you have a good chance for luck to separate the balls.
Looks like he's going 1 rail.
Okay. A little softer. Might have gotten away with it, but this is it. An open shot for Oy.
He's lost the cue ball ahead. He could still be okay. He might have to, if he can hold it, he'll kill the cue ball, but if not, he might have to travel a little further than wanted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he could kill it easy.
Playing good. Walking fast around the table. I told Phil, some players, momentum and rhythm just looks a little better on him than with others. This is a very good win by Oy. Clinical.
Very good. Wins the match.
With a good break. A dangerous man in this tournament, I predict. And Krause will try his luck again on the left side in the draw. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, fans. See you later. I don't know if we're going to be showing another match on table 2. We're having one more match. Okay, we'll be back shortly.
I'll go speak to them. I'll go to practice. You go and get a coffee, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. And then when you get to this, I've told her the first part of it. Is there a keyboard shortcut?
Pool table. Diamond tables are designed and manufactured from the highest quality, sustainable hardwoods, utilizing world-renowned designs. Diamond tables are unparalleled for playability and durability. After all, they are designed by players for players.
This championship is being played with the new Aramith tournament set. Featuring a unique molecular structure, it guarantees razor-sharp precision and unsurpassed longevity. Unquestionably the best pool balls in the world, this set is available in a TV and a value pack version, as well as in the new My Aramith Ranger of Ball and cue cases. Now you can bring and play with the best ball set everywhere you go. My Aramith, bringing new dimensions to your billiards experience.
Thank you. How good game? How good game? Albin Ocean wins the lock. First rack, Albin Ocean to break.
Former world champ, Albin Ocean, gets this match underway. Won the title 2 years ago. Nearly did back to back. In the end, come up a little bit shy against SVB, as we all know. Tricky opponent. And Khalid Ahmad, the young 17-year-old, won the SVB Junior Open.
Push out code.
So the push out by Algamdi. The thing about this push is that one needs to avoid the 5. A half ball hit would do, but that would make Albin lose the cue ball. I think you need to choose here. Cue ball behind the 7-8, you go for a full hit. Or focusing more on sending the 1 over towards the 2. Doesn't need to attack. If he sort of plays the potting angle but a little thicker. The 2 and 6 are huge. Oh, he's going all in. It's open. Nice shot. Next problem is from the 3 to the 4. Doesn't like to play the 4 over the side pocket, top right. So it means that the required angle on the 3 is acute. Straightish on the 3. This is tough. Forced to play the 4 up table. Now this type of shot in snooker you would want to make the 4 hug the rail. Here I don't want to. I'm almost trying to shoot away from the rail.
Yeah, you often see the ball in middle point, don't you? And you think, how did that happen?
Ooh, he's good. He's sharp. How old did you say he is?
17.
Uh-oh.
Clearly thought he was hitting the 8 a little thinner. This is a test now. Cue ball after potting the 6 looks like it's going to play some part of hitting the 9 as it sneaks around the back. The mistake has come as he fluked it in the corner. Whoa, it's gone straight in the heart of the pocket. Wow.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think, yeah, that cut shot, he played it a bit like tentative. If you hit low on that ball as he did, you can really pinch it. The backspin allows you to strike that ball. Got away from him somewhat. This is tricky. Need to hit this precise. Unless you go forward. Now he's playing for a bigger zone. Nice. That was a good shot. Proper stroke by Albin. Man that got to the final 4 times in the last decade.
Albin Ocean wins the rack.
Winning 2 of those.
Albin's been to Turkey, captain, for a heart transplant. Did you know? You knew?
Yeah, I knew.
It's fine. I told him I'm going to mention it on the stream.
What's that?
I told him. I spoke to him. I said,
"Oh, okay, okay. Well, yeah."
I was inquiring.
Well, I wasn't sure if that's information to be thrown out there.
It's not a problem, pal.
No, not for you. We know you take that lightly always.
No, that's
your discretion levels are
not very low.
Oh, sorry.
A long day for everyone, but especially for the referees and the commentators. Some players played 2 matches today. Look, she put the 9-ball below.
Second rack. Albin Ocean to break.
Nick Vandenberg won his 2nd match. So he beat Chen from Taiwan and then he beat Ronald Wrigley.
So he advances to the final 64.
Yeah.
Good run, good showing. Made the 1 in the side. Needs us to hold up for a shot. I don't think it has.
Like this cue action there. Whippy. Sees it. Has a full ball on the 2. He can choose to bank the 2 back towards the 5. In between the 5-9 preferably. Or even, oh, he's swerving. Or jumping. You can play this shot with swerve. An attempt to make it, but then if you miss it thick, so don't overdo it. Still don't like it actually. And I don't like banking the 2-ball back towards the 5-9 because if Al-Ghamdi would see part of the 2 with the 9-7-6 over there down table, it's easy to resave. Yeah, he tried to shot, but did overdo it. I sold out. We have a kid in the Netherlands. He's about Al-Ghamdi's age. Yannick Pongers, European champion in the junior division. Very good player. Tall. Stands a little bit like Al-Ghamdi. It's like with those junior players, 17, 18 years. Sometimes it looks as if they still have the stance that they had when they were 15. Like they haven't adapted to the current body. That's good speed there. Come back 1 diamond. Good ball striker. Doesn't waste a lot of energy preparing the shot. Goes down, pauses. That's basically it. We don't see any feathers, any warm-up strokes.
There you have it.
Philip
It's
Gandhi wins
1-1.
the rack.
And over on table number 1, Jason Shaw is playing his first round match. He's playing Francesco Candela from Italy. That match is 8-6 to Shaw, so he's been tested over there.
Yeah, tested. And I had a little chat with Ara, his wife, before doing this match here. She said he's suffering heavily from jet lag. Can really hit you. Joey Tate on table 3. 2-1 up against Delgado. Delgado is one of the 3 Germanos because he's close with Alcadi and FSR. And if we call them brothers, maybe he's the cousin, but they practice all the time.
1 rack each.
But he's trailing against the American Southpaw.
Khalid to break. After Khalid won the SVB Junior Open, he flew back home and played a tournament. Did you hear about the tournament, Alex?
Yeah, he won 100,000
for second.
Oh, for second.
Yeah,
Nice.
he got 90-odd thousand for second. First prize was about 260.
But only Saudis to play, right?
I believe so, yes. That's why he's wearing a lot of fancy designer material.
Because he is. Okay. Who knows? You know?
I know. He's actually a really nice kid, actually. Really, really nice guy. He's a good player. He knocked Skylar Woodward out of it was the UK or the European Open in like the last 64 or something. Really good match.
Yeah. It looked short, that bank. And a way to lengthen the bank, open it, is played softer, but then he wouldn't have had any position on the 3. I would call this a thinking error more than an execution error. I don't think it was really sitting nice. That's an execution error.
That is not like Albin at all.
And then again, yes, I spoke with Jeremy before and I agreed that often early in tournaments we'll see Albin struggle a little bit. His below average game can be pretty far from his average game.
Yeah, the deeper he goes, the better he becomes. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. Nice. Gutsy. Using the full width of the pocket and some. He's good. Just roll it in. I would almost get tempted to stun this forward a little bit. Oh, he is. Pretty own style. Ball striking wise. Doesn't really remind me of anyone other than the kid from the Netherlands. Yannick Pongers, remember his name. Probably has a snooker background, Khalid. I think, I don't know, we'll check. Lost the cue ball. Unintended. The kiss on the 9.
And there is the 9,
Colette
2-1.
wins the rack.
Wasn't pretty, but the main thing is the scoreline.
Thank you.
Albin's got something to think about in this match. Just like Jason Shaw over on centre court, Candela won that rack. He now trails 8-7, so Shaw's got a little bit of work to do.
Rack 4. Colette on guard to break. Leading 2 racks to 1.
He's made a ball. You can see a piece of this one ball. You can cut this ball in. It's all going to be about the cue ball. Can he get on the blue too?
Do you play this with inside or with outside? Can do both. I think inside is is better for cue ball control, I think. What I'd be most concerned about. No, I think he has to go inside if he attacks the 1. Because if he hits outside and goes to the right side of the table, he risks not seeing the 2. Albin comes to the table, has a real first shot on the 1, but he needs to, if he can, hit this little thick and then with speed and topspin keep the cue ball flat. So come around, over back to the left side of the table. With, if that shot is on, some concern for the scratch in the side pocket. Maybe he couldn't hit it any thicker than that. Got himself close to the 2 ball at least.
Yeah, you can just play off that edge. Roll the tuck towards the 8, get the cue ball on the top end of the table. He's left a piece of this ball. Might only be a small piece.
Yeah, still a horrible shot. If he clips the 2, the 2 ball's going to be exposed on the right side of the table. I don't think he can avoid that. And then the cue ball needs to miss the 9-ball coming off 2 rails. can see him kicking at the 2. I don't. So what could he be playing for from here?
Use the cue ball to sit on the 3. As it sat on the 3. Is there a hand up? No, there isn't.
Maybe a fist bump. Really? So what can he see? If he tries to hit this directly, big risk of kissing, double kissing the 2.
Albion's been known to show a little bit of frustration.
A little bit.
Used to be a lot.
No, it used to be a lot. I heard Rodney Morris say about someone one time, he looks like he swallowed a cat. I thought that about Albin a lot in the past. In, let me see, the European Championships in Cyprus. 20, when was this? I have to go, 2014 I think. He still had never progressed past the semi-finals on European level at that time. And then it clicked.
So he's not quite settled yet. That's a little bit shy of pace. He's got to get into the cue ball now.
Yeah, get into it without overhitting. A little easier to do with carbon. Pull the quick one.
Yeah, the young man is not capitalising, and at some point he will get punished. There's no doubt about it.
Albin can put the cue ball behind the 8-6 or thin it and bring the cue ball towards the 7. Mwah. Mwah. Maybe not in this match, but in other matches with other opponents, this would definitely not be good enough from where he was. Gives his opponent something to play for. Didn't find a solution, young Algamdi. Young Algamdi. The young guys, they shoot. They play with heart and courage. But in the moving game, the defensive part of Nineball, they lack knowledge. I don't know how tricky this is to slow roll with the trace of left.
Play for the 8 in the side, sure.
Yeah, you know, if it's on. Yeah, so it was a nice stroke. He didn't need to like be overly. It was just a normal stroke. Players will look for shots that present itself nicely, nice hit, and if it doesn't feel right in your arm, then you can reconsider. Basically, your arm will tell you if it's a nice shot or not.
Well, it's 2-2. Khalid will feel like he's missed the boat early on in this match. Should definitely be 3-1 at worst, but it is 2-2. And over on table 1, the feature table, Candela over Shaw. It's looking good to go hill-hill.
Rack 5. Alvin Ocean to break. 2 racks each.
Oh,
nice break.
Look at the replay. I was thinking when he was addressing the cue ball, it looked like he played with the hair of inside. Well, maybe, let's see. Let's keep an eye out. You know, if a player finds something on the break, it's not like they're going to share it. Precious information. Can play a two-way shot.
It's good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough, but he'll really feel like there was a let off. 2 rails towards the 2 is difficult because of where the 4 is. He can still go 2 rails Al-Ghamdi, but I feel he'll need to manipulate the cue ball. Maybe he can even go 3 rails in between his side pocket and the forearm. Okay, so he's going a little long. I thought yeah, he's hitting low. No, not enough.
Half shot.
All right, well, you know, you live, you learn. Al-Ghamdi really losing this match in the defensive part. Safety play, kick shots.
Albin may dislodge the 5 somehow here.
Oh, yes. Coming off of the rail or directly into it, both ways work. Interesting shot. Slight angle. You can choose to draw. Cheat the pocket. Or use the full pocket. Not a good stroke needed. Same speed as what he played on the 3-ball. Doesn't want to be straight on the 7. He would like an angle. Yeah, and This way, there's no fear of the 7-ball falling to the left. Just leg it in. Good wreck by Albin. Last year's runner-up, taking the lead 3-2 in a race to 9 and looking like playing a little bit better.
Yeah, I firmly believe this is the time now where Albin's going to really stamp his authority on this match.
Albin Ocean wins the rack.
.128 players started at the start of today's play. It's all about making sure you are in the last 64. So if you win 2 matches out of a possible 3, you will have achieved that. And from the last 64, it moves up to a race to 11, single elimination, straight through to the final. Final race to 13.
Good stuff. Good fight back by Candela, the Italian, 8-8 against Jason Shaw. He was down 8-5, right?
Rack
8-5
6,
down.
Albin Ocean to break. Leading by 3
I think
racks
it was
to
8-5.
2.
Albin, look, it looks like he's addressing with a hair of inside. You know, maybe it's true, maybe not. But if you can find a way to play this cut break and eliminate somewhat the risk of a scratch in the side pocket, that would be big. If the inside spin doesn't influence the 1. You can bank the 2-ball behind the 3-6. Very difficult to judge the speed of the object ball. I don't really see any other shot. Well, or hit 3/4 on the left and bring the cue ball above the 3 and bank the 2-ball over. It's actually nice because then you separate the 2 and 3 ball.
Nicely done. Obviously there's no jump shot available. His job to kick at this ball.
Well, ask Jesus Atencio about that. He made that double jump some time ago. The header went viral. It's not on from here.
I was going to say, I'd like my side. Yeah, the double jump. That was a special one.
Big shot this. Al-Ghamdi has missed some kick shots. Wow.
That is very timely indeed in the context of this match. I know it's still early on, but you kind of get a vibe of how it's going to pan out. Here's another look. The side as well of the rail.
Don't overthink this. So difficult if you're playing, you know, big match TV table. You want to take care of things, but not overthink. He really has a junior stance, Al-Ghamdi. Many junior players stand like that. It's, look, if you watch his feet, he looks like he could fall over. If you give him just like a little push. Let's watch his feet here. Shot. Oh, Delgado. Jose Alberto Delgado on table 3 is racing away against Joey Tate. Was down 2-1, now looks to go up 6-2.
Jason Shaw missed a long shot at the 1 ball. Obviously that matches Hill. Candella's at the table. He's taking ages over the first shot. But it is a chance for Candela to get, well, the biggest win of his career. That is without doubt.
Al-Ghamdi, after the kick shot on the 2 balls away, leveling the score. Close to the rail, angled. No, he should have missed this. He won't. Nice out, timely. A timely kick, you said, when you made the 2 ball. Carl me a bit quiet because we're watching Candela's effort to clinch this match. There's a lot of heat out there.
Rack 7, Khalid Al-Ghamdi to break. 3 racks each.
Here's another look at the young man's break. Trying to pocket the 1 on the right side. A little high, that means he's hit the front ball a little thick.
He put it, yeah.
So 1 ball down, and that's good news for Albin, I feel. Rather have Al-Ghamdi play a push or safety from here.
Candela's missed a chance, he's missed a 4 ball, Shaw's out of the chair. Can he knock the remaining 6 balls into clinch? A tight match, but it's a good thing this, isn't it, Alex?
Oh,
better,
yeah.
It's better to win 9-8 than 9-0, right?
Yes, 100%. Sellout. This is an absolute sellout by Khalid Al-Ghamdi.
This is what you spoke about, the youth, inexperience, safety shot selection.
Yeah, well, and you know, it's not only experience. Experience means that if you continue playing competitively for 10 years, your safety game will get better. But you can also practice and stuff like that. You know, we worked with the European team like that. There are, in Europe at least, there are 40, 50 straight shooting young talents, but the difference is made in the moving game. The fight for the initiative.
Jason Shaw did get over the line. I know you can't see that, or maybe you're watching both matches. Survived a little scare. I feel it'll be bedtime for Shaw, flown in from the USA.
Yeah, bedtime, and then wake up after 3 hours because your body thinks it took an afternoon nap. That's how it is, right?
It's part of the grind of being one of the best pool players.
Yeah. It's his vocation.
Albin didn't go to the Derby City Classic.
No, many European players chose not to. I get that. with the World Championships right behind it. So many tournaments in total being part of the Nineball rankings. Players need to make choices. This is the big one. Nowadays, every match is a big match, is hard fought, so fitness really needs to be there. I'm interested to see how that will pan out over the next couple of days with Shane, Jason, Josh Filler, players that did go to the States and did fly in at the last moment. Are they going to pay a price?
Rack 8, Avin Ocean to break, laid in by 4 racks to 3.
Didn't control the cue ball, but I do like, I'm sure I like the players that break with speed. I like them more. Shane absolutely destroys the rack, but Albin, you know, he's not finessing the break. I like this better. Good things happen with speed.
Yeah, he's not hitting quite as hard as Shane, but he's certainly in the top end of the pros breaking with a little bit more pace from what I've seen. Of course, he's trying to miss the 3, so the bump might have. He's made the pot obviously a little trickier, but I think he should still be okay. He's going to find a natural path for the pink 4.
Just checked his 3-rail route if that 6-ball comes into play. I don't think it does. Shot.
And she comes, the cue ball, nice angle.
Ooh, behind the back. Yeah, let's see how confident he plays the next shot. From the 5 to the 6, probably for the 6 to the corner. Got lucky. Overcooked it, but quite a margin. Don't know if it was if he hit it thin or that he misplayed the cue ball. Straight draw would do the trick here. If you hit it with a crisp stroke, a little quicker, it will bite faster, the spin. He doesn't like it, or it's not on.
This is, you alluded to this earlier on, Alex, didn't you? The struggles of Albion Ocean in the early rounds of a major. But somehow always seems to get the job done.
Listen, last year he qualified directly for Team Europe, where apart from the European Open, winning that, he didn't strike me like being an informed player the past season.
Yeah, I mean, I think when he wins the events, like you say, you may be used to him not firing on all cylinders, but once he qualifies, then he goes up another little gear, and he gets to the last 16, goes up again. Do you know what I mean? It's not that, you know, where Shane comes out and runs a 5 back, and you think,
oh yeah.
It's just a little different.
Yeah, different. Yeah, Albi's just, you know, he is very good. When he's on, his cue ball's very good. And he has very good concentration and actually a really strong mental game. He's a hard man. He's a real hard man. Shot. Staying in the game.
Big shot coming up now. Just putted a good 7. And another good shot here on 9.
Low left or high? You play high.
You gotta play high here, I feel. Just play the natural. Don't get juicy with a cue ball. Some people do play low left, but
Hmm. 4-4.
Kryto Gamdi wins the rack.
The race to 9 is now reduced to a race to 5. Plenty mistakes we've seen from young Al-Gamdi. The Albion Ocean, a 2-time world champion, up until now unable to capitalize.
we are also used to seeing that type of pose. Expects to play no mistake pool, does Albion, kind of beats himself up, but then when he's at the table he's back there, isn't he?
Yes, yeah.
Rack 9. Kryto Gamdi to break for racks each.
Some players it really affects them, doesn't it? You know, if they miss a couple, they can never recover, but Albion's not like that. He can all of a sudden just sort of escape a game and get the win and move on.
Find something from somewhere.
Yeah, this game's just turned into one of them type of matches.
Second one for me today. Ah.
Not that you're counting.
So he's cutting the 1 onto the 2, obviously. Needs to just be mindful with that 4 top right to not fall behind it. Now, if the side pocket isn't on anymore, he's put himself in a bad spot there. Almost straight in on the 1. Yuck. Yuckity yuck, Carl. You don't attack this, do you? Or should you?
What do you want him to
Well, you're trying to win. You can cross the ball, play safe. Wow. But then again, you don't win wrecks by ducking.
You just pot the ball.
Just pot the ball.
Yeah.
MTB.
Am I missing something?
Well, it's a tough shot.
Yeah, I know.
And then you're almost straight in on the 4, and then you need to come all the way back for the 5 again. Which doesn't seem to pass the 7. It's a hard shot to get another hard shot.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is easy, but you gotta play it. I mean, you feel like if you do go near the point, it's gonna spin and
drop. Did we see Pegalion, by the way? Didn't make it? Or you haven't seen it?
Pegalion is here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I haven't
Sorry,
seen
I
him.
thought you meant have we seen?
No, no.
Okay.
Have we
Okay.
seen him around? I haven't
Yes,
seen him.
yeah, I
Okay.
spoke to him.
So he made it.
Yeah, he made it. I think just Skylar, who came from Derby City, didn't make it.
All right. So the 5 does pass the 7. Would be a hell of an out. Still work to do. Make the 5. Come across. The key shot here. 6-7 isn't hard. Nice. Positions like these little bit tricky positions, he fumbles them rarely. He's very good, very consistent at these types of shots.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Looks easy, but I remember when I used to compete, them combinations where you've got to control the cue ball and the ball you're hitting.
Yeah.
I used to mess up all the time, you know, it was terrible.
I think his knowledge is underrated. A lot of knowledge to his game. Rarely misses a bank, even though he says he can't play bank pool. Kicking game is good. Safety game is good. And a good break here. A great break. Beautiful shot with that cue ball on the rail when he was straight on the 1 ball. So 5-4, Albin. That was a good break. Hasn't found his gear, like a prolonged consistency, prolonged quality of play. That's what he needs. A good 10 minutes, 15 minutes to close out this match.
Rack 10, Albin Ocean to break, leading 5 racks to 4.
Oh, nice. I like it. Good speed. He breaks with speed. And again, 2 balls down. Makeable 2. If he plays it to the corner, top right, he opens the 9-8. Automatic position on the 4. Maybe soft stun instead of follow. With follow, he might risk to end up a little high on the 4. Just taking his time, getting a feel for the line. Shot. Yeah, so he has come a little bit too far, and immediately that causes some problem because I think it's too much angle to draw straight back. With force follow and left, he can come around to 9. Yeah, shot. He's there. I mean, he solved the problems. From here, the balls are open. The brown 7 is at a nice distance from the long rail. So a little straight on the 6 is fine. He can play the 7 down below. We're seeing glimpses of the smooth operator that Albin is. A 2-time champion, 2-time runner-up, 4 finals in 8 years. No, in 9 years. 2014, his first final. Lost against Feijen. Back and forth, just checking if the side pocket is good enough. If he overruns, he'll have the corner. Nice. Good break and run.
Wins the rack.
And opened up the layout with that first shot on the 2. Opened up the 8 and 9. And then 3 rails position from the 4 to the 5.
Did he clear up?
Yeah, it was good.
From the red 3 off the rail?
Well, he cleared that up, then you were still around. Then he took a little time out, and then he broke and ran.
Well, it wasn't a time out, I was getting your tea again. Like the Mosconi Cup days.
No.
Tea boy.
Anyway, I said we're seeing glimpses of the
Track
smooth
11,
operator
Albin
that
Ocean
Albin
to
Ocean
break.
is.
Leading 6 racks
It's
to
nice.
4.
Also, Naoki Oi, the previous match, like the first half, it's like it's okay, stable, you know, stable, robust, and then the second half they find the gear. They start to show a little bit of rhythm, as is Albin doing now.
Other than the first match with Wojciech, who made the 1 ball in the side every single break, he broke beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else has been a bit hit and miss. Yeah, Shane, but this was a different style of break. He's got his own break. But Wojciech, wow, he was deadly on the break. He wasn't getting a lot of shots.
And probably about 28 warm-up strokes before every break, right?
Yeah, and obviously a lot softer than Shane, but still at a good pace.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but he's a field player, Shevchik.
Well, Khalid decides what to do here. Over on one of the other feature tables, Jose Alberto Delgado, who had a fantastic run in one of last year's majors, got to the semi-finals. He's playing the young kid from America, Joey Tate. Delgado's leading that match 7-3.
Push out code.
Joey's at the table with a chance to go 7-4.
Push out called by young Khalid Al Ghamdi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This I don't understand.
Well, I don't believe he was trying to get the cue ball there.
No, it can be. It can't be. But still, he'll jump, he'll hit, and he has a very reasonable chance to resave or not leave anything.
Explain to the novice watching why.
Why? Because how the balls are placed, like they're all in one half of the table, they're all a diamond, half a diamond away from the rail. Yeah, what is it? Instinct? I look at the table and it's just how they are spread. There are many trees where one of the balls could luckily fall behind.
Okay, let's see what happens. Well, you've heard it. When he gets down, draws this straight in. Okay. As it fell behind the tree. Not this time.
No, not exactly.
Well, there's not many trees there. This racky's going to be over, but I know what you mean, percentage-wise.
Yeah.
Albin's had a little smile.
Yeah, a smirk.
Albin Ocean wins the rack.
That would be the last thing you would ever predict to happen on a jump shot there.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the wonderful world of Nineball. I like Nineball for that reason. I like the luck factor.
Well, he put himself there on the push as well. Let's not forget.
Yeah, but sometimes I've played pushes where it's so, you know, you're playing a player that you respect and it's so tight that I play a push. I remember I played a push and I thought, okay, I'll roll the cue ball 1 inch off the short rail. He'll give it back. I'll play it with speed and I'll get lucky. I have a chance to get lucky. If I don't make it, I have a chance to get lucky.
Albin Ocean to break.
He played it.
Played in 7
It
racks
stayed
to
2
4.
inches from the short rail. He played it. It was Marlon Manalo. Hill. Last game. He plays it, misses it, gets lucky and runs out. That was my luck.
Still hurts, right?
That was my luck.
Yeah, both players similar with the break-off. Which tournament was that in, by the way, where you played Marlon Manalo?
Switzerland,
He was a great
Invitational.
player, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. He became a local mayor. In Manila you have these areas, quarters, and he became a mayor of one of the municipalities.
Wow. I wonder if he still plays over there. In the Philippines, of course, that's where he's from.
Well, he'll say no and he'll do yes. Oh. Still sees it.
Possible little edge here.
Yeah. Just clip it, go up table.
Containing safety.
Yeah, but listen. It will be hard for Al-Ghamdi to find something. So you think it's containing, just a get out of the inning shot, but it's actually difficult to find a resave from here.
Rail first offers a lot.
Yeah, okay, so not really difficult, okay.
No,
But it can be difficult.
no, but you know
yeah.
what I'm saying, still go hit that, right? But I'm just looking in off instinct, really. It's a well, it's, yeah, at first I thought it was a little full, but
Well, maybe intentional. I would look at routes to get to the 1. But there's always the intentional. Like pushing the 5 to the top side of the 1. Or left side of the 2 ball with the trace of right spin. If I'm kicking, that would be my route. Even though you're probably going to sell out. Yeah. Intentional. We don't see this a lot from Albin actually.
Foul shot. Ball in hand.
That was quite smart what he did there. He tried to tie the three up, didn't he? So
Well,
when it comes to kick next time, he's got insurance.
Yeah, so it means that Ogamdi, you know, is not getting an open table if he gets an open shot. Okay, safety towards the 2. Yeah, good enough.
Can he slide past the 3 and the 6 on the left with a little bit of left and go 2 rails or not? It's close.
It's close, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would rather play that, your shot, than try this with the risk of miss-hitting and selling out. Even though he's not selling out completely with the 3 ball tied up. Just past the 8. Underneath the 9. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What a shot.
Yeah, and here comes that 3 ball we spoke about. Yeah, it might get moved now. It might not.
Well, what's the shot? It's a difficult position for Khalid. Very difficult. I think slow roll. Slow roll thin. So not... Well, you can do full if you... full. I think full's better.
More than send the cue ball. I mean, he's played slow, so he's played your first. Yeah, that's okay. It's more than okay.
I actually... Yeah, okay, well, this is good. More than good. Does Albin have a route? Well, if he can play with left spin, I don't know if the 6 is in the way. So if he can get to the rail left of the 7 and hit the left side of the cue ball, he could have a 2 rail route to the 1. This is open. Needs to play with right side. Maybe it's so tight that he cannot play hard. Maybe if he cannot play hard, aim for the top side of the 1, bump the 1 up a diamond and go to the left with the cue ball.
Oh, he could see loads of it.
A straightforward shot, but he took time because he wanted to make sure to get it right. It's just, you know, some players like kick shots. Albin likes kick shots, so just out of passion and out of heart, he wants to get those right.
Yeah, I know working with Team Europe and obviously yourself, Alex, when you were captain, the couple of times I was involved, I was impressed with Albin's kicking and his speed and the whole thought process. I thought he completely outshone everybody else on the team.
Yeah.
In that department.
Yeah, and you know, he said for times he used to practice 2 hours a day on a safety game. Safety and kicking.
Yeah, that's no mean feat.
What you do a lot, you become good at.
I think he's playing off the right edge, trying to use the 9-ball. This has got a little lost. This is the youthful inexperience from Khalid. We've said it 4 or 5 times now in this match. He's getting outclassed in the safety department, and he probably tries to use his attacking game, and because that's fell short early on, he's missed a few pots. This is why this match is creeping away.
Not easy though, this position for Albin. I don't see a straightforward shot. He can hit the top side of the 1 pretty full, go to the long rail and towards the 7. Maybe even expose the 1 ball, but try and get that cue ball tight to the top rail. An alternative, yeah. The thing is, if he hits anything off of the low side of the 1 ball, it's tricky with the 6 and the scratch. Let's look. Is he pointing maybe the 1 towards the 3-4? Wow. Yeah. No, I mean, I like it. It was a difficult position that he had.
Pool fans back on watching are used to watching the players run the table at ease, you know, and often they say, oh, the pockets are bigger, you can't miss. But it's this side of the game where you really get exposed, and I know, Alex, when I was playing, this is where I really struggled. I never used to get to the shot first. I got a little bit better, but I was still way off the, you know, like in golf where you have the top 20 putters or the top 20 longest drivers. I was way down the list.
Well, if you're not favorite to beat your guy to the shot, then it means you need to miss less. So I you know, when I teach or talk about the game, I use Ralph Souquet and Efren Reyes a lot as examples. Ralph had 3 instruments and used them to perfection. You know, missing maybe 1 ball per set, and Efren would miss more balls, but he would generate more.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Probably a bit like Albin. Maybe he's going to miss more balls than everybody else in the top bracket, but he's going to beat you to the shot.
Yeah. And a player like Albin on a good day, or a player like Efren on a good day, they can win like 70-80% of the safety battles.
Yeah, when Albin beat Shane in the final, Shane was up in that match. A couple of things went wrong, but then Albin really froze him out in the second half of that match.
Nice. Showing heart and resilience. It's a difficult match, this. And he has had to work really hard for that difficult shot on the 1. Nice. Now just get it done. Don't spoil this chance. Joey Tate on table 3 loses to Delgado. Clear win for the Spaniard, 9-4. Joey Tate from North Carolina sent over to the loser's side. Needs to win. Still has a chance to get back into the last 64.
This looks easy, but you've got to take a bit of care on this shot. Is he going to kill the cue ball and just leave the shot on the 8? He's not going to risk coming around, is he? Playing the 8 in the same bag.
Yeah, exactly your point. He could still play this, but it was a different speed, a lot of spin. Yeah, and that's a painful miss for Algamdi. Like I said, he has worked very hard for that chance. Would have been a great run out.
Yeah, and it would have kept him well in this match and alive, but now you feel like the end is near. Albin's still going to need one more, but 8-4. Mandy's not really showing anything other than a few misses here and there.
Albin Ocean wins
It'd
the
be hard
rack.
to see a comeback. It's been a strange match. Both players have struggled with the break. There's been missed pots from both. But in the end, you would have to say the story of this match so far is the fact that Khalid has not capitalised on some opportunities to put the former champ under severe pressure.
Rack 13, Albin Ocean to break. On the hill, leading 8-4.
On the hill, one more needed. It's not exactly been a freeze out. Just solid. If you would say like average game, B game, A game, above average, and C below average, would you qualify this as average or even possibly below for Albin?
I would say below.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say below.
Yeah. So that's how good Albin is.
But he's earned the right to put opponents under a little bit of pressure, because even though Khalid probably thinks Albin's going to come with a strong game, the fact that he hasn't and he's not really capitalised, still puts a weird heat on you.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know?
That's the legacy a player builds.
Exactly.
And then
that's
at
what
some
I'm
point,
thinking.
if you have a legacy, then it also becomes easier, like easier to come with it. Because when people around you think you're going to do it, it helps you to actually do it.
It's like the other table, the feature table. Shaw survived the scare. Candela had a chance in the last rack. He took it to Shaw, but in the end, he couldn't get over the line.
Yeah, don't play the name. But you know
Easier said than done.
yeah, that's what this is all about.
Yeah, that is exactly what it's about. Nice sport. This is a nice shot at Nineball, isn't it? Spinning this ball in.
Yeah, but he's landing where he's right now. Smooth stroke. Can't overhit it. Nice. So that sound when Khalid missed at 7 and hit it thick, the shot on the 7 that he tried to play should have sounded like this. That light, high-pitched sound. A lot of spin. He can get there. Although I'm looking, if he stuns, goes short, long on the left and then to the right, cue ball tracks a little long towards the 8 ball.
Yeah, he's going to thump this round the table. A bit of left. Where's the cue ball? Yeah, speed is good.
He has a line to go double speed, short rail. It's tricky. Alternative is slow roll with a trace of right spin. Shot, nice touch. Three more balls to take it home. Last year's runner-up. The winner before that, Albin Ocean. About to seal a 9-4 victory over Khalid Al-Ghamdi.
Wasn't pretty, but the main thing is the W is there. And there goes the 9. Former champ,
Albin Ocean wins
two-time
the
champ,
match.
Albin Ocean wins the match. Khalid Al-Ghamadi goes over to the left. He's still in the event.
Carl, thanks a lot. People back home, thanks a lot. This is it on table 2 for today. The World Championships 9-ball from Kielce, Poland. We'll be back tomorrow, day 2.
Diamond Paragon Pool Table. Diamond tables are designed and manufactured from the highest quality, sustainable hardwoods, utilizing world-renowned designs. Diamond tables are unparalleled for playability and durability. After all, they are designed by players for players.
This championship is being played with the new Aramith tournament set. Featuring a unique molecular structure, it guarantees razor-sharp precision and unsurpassed longevity. Unquestionably the best pool balls in the world, this set is available in a TV and a value pack version, as well as in the new My Aramith Ranger of Ball and Q cases. Now you can bring and play with the best ball set everywhere you go. My Aramith, bringing new dimensions to your billiards experience.